Health Minister Aaron Motsoaledi announces that from April next year, HIV-positive people on ARVs will now take one fixed-dose pill once a day compared to 3 pills 3 times a day. And AMCU's President Joseph Matunjwa tells the Marikana Commission of Inquiry that as a leader, he would not use political rhetoric in a volatile situation to excite striking workers. I'm Richard Brooks. Health Minister Aaron Motsoaledi has announced that from April next year, HIV-positive people on ARVs will now take one fixed-dose pill once a day, compared to 3 pills 3 times a day. This after awarding a new tender to 3 pharmaceutical companies for the provision of ARV drugs to begin next year. Motsoaledi says the 10-year tender was initially set at 8.1 billion rand, but the cost has been reduced to 5.9 billion rand, a saving of 38%. Motsoaledi says the fixed-dose combination has major benefits, including fewer side effects.
Our treatment program has expanded to more than 1.7 million patients, and we are hoping that by 2015, or even 2014 for that matter, the number of people on treatment might have reached 2.5 million. Because of these numbers, the new tender was expected to cost 8.1 billion. We're going to save the treasury 2.2 billion rand. This savings means one great thing for us, that we can treat many more patients with the same budget.
Government has appealed to marchers taking part in COSATU's campaign against e-tolling in Gauteng to exercise their right to protest within the ambit of the law. Government says it will closely monitor tomorrow's planned marches by COSATU and members of the public against e-tolling as part of the Gauteng Freeway Improvement Project. COSATU has obtained permission to stage marches in Johannesburg and Pretoria tomorrow. Government says legal permission comes with an expectation of legal conduct and therefore hopes that marchers will not infringe on the rights of others, damage property, or cause fundamental harm to the country's reputation. AMCU's President Joseph Matunjwa has told the Marikana Commission of Inquiry that as a leader he would not use political rhetoric in a volatile situation to excite striking workers. Matunjwa has been cross-examined about his involvement in the events around the Marikana tragedy, where more than 40 people lost their lives. He told the commission that his union would reject any form of armed protest, damage to property and killings. He also confirmed that he accepts the SAPS as the lawful authority in the country. Matunjwa has been questioned by the police's legal representative, Advocate Ishmael Semenya.
You would expect your members to obey lawful instructions by police officers, wouldn't you?
Yes, as a citizen of the country, yes.
So when told, put your weapons down by a police officer, you expect them to comply?
That's correct.
And when they don't, you would look at that conduct with disapproval?
That's correct.
The ANC Youth League says the organisation has to reposition itself to be able to prioritise its activities. This as the expelled Youth League leader Julius Malema prepares to appear in the Polokwane Magistrates Court in Limpopo to face money laundering charges tomorrow. The League's Ronald Lamola has issued a statement saying the League would not organise any rallies in support of or against Malema during his court appearance, and members attending can only do so in their personal capacity. League spokesperson Kosela Sangoni says the ANC should work to restore its values.
When Comrade Julius appeared in court on the Dibuli-Bunu charges, then that is a political matter, and that involves an attack on the organization directly. But we can't be mobilized time and again to go and answer cases of money laundering, to go and answer cases of corruption. As and when there is a political reason behind it, and it is obvious that there's a political reason, we may need to review that situation. But some things we must call it order to. And I'm not saying this is what is happening with Julius, but you are getting leaders who continue to hold positions, who do wrong things. They do it in the name of the organization, and the organization is then called to account. That can't be right.